Last night on Kandahar Air Base, there was a rocket attack. It hit the main airstrip. Although no one was injured, a C-130 Hercules was damaged. Herc pilot Chris Phillips, better known as Chap, has come to have a look.
There was a big gash in there where a piece of shrapnel had gone straight through the fuselage and into the cargo compartment. The window up there has taken an impact. And then there's two more big holes in the wing. We're very lucky that we didn't get other aircraft damaged, because obviously they're all on a line.
The Hercules is the main aeroplane for transporting troops and supplies around Afghanistan. There are only 4 out here, so they can't afford to be one Herc down.
I noticed the major damage to the front of the fuselage is already being fixed.
Well, from what I gather, they're doing a scab patch repair. They're going to blend the damage out by the side of the screen and replace the screen.
The bodywork expert's got to be careful where he points his drill.
As you can see, the repair is right behind the main air conditioning unit for the whole of the aircraft. So pretty dark in there, and access is pretty difficult, to be honest.
You're going to put it straight down on the stand, yeah?
Yeah.
The shrapnel's ripped straight through the wing and into the internal piping for cabin pressure.
Whole leading edge? Yeah.
We were quite lucky with the fact that there was no one at the aircraft. So easily it could have been a crew crewing in, it could have been the engineers working on it, and then we'd be in a different situation.
The attack was a near miss for the RAF's movers, who load the planes with cargo. Bossman Sergeant Carl Eccleston, better known as Eki, was on duty when the rocket hit.
It went off really loud. You know, you could feel the pebbles hitting everything. Anybody who says they're not frightened is a liar. They really are. You know, I've had many go off. And that's, you know, you still check yourself when you get up and make sure there's no damp patches. You know, you do shit yourself.
Eki and his movers have to shift around 100 tons of cargo a day to and from the aircraft. They work for all the different NATO forces based here. With one Hercules down, the cargo's now piling up on the runway.
All right, and how much does it weigh? Right, and that was coming from Bastion, was it? I'll be honest with you, mate, everybody's kit is a priority one, mate.
It's a logistics nightmare, and gets even more tricky when one of the bosses higher up the chain tries to call in a favour.
You've got a rank structure within the forces, and a lot of people will try and use that. All right. They'll come on the phone straight away, and it's kind of, you know, right, I need this, I'm so I need this, we're doing that, you will do that. And you're like, well, I'm sorry, but that won't happen, no, we can't do that. And it's like, right, do you realise where I am? Like, well, you know, at the end of the day, have a Coke and a smile. Do one. Do you know what I mean? Do one. Come back and tell me who's won.
A big load's just arrived on the runway, and the Belgian Air Force want it moved to their compound.
We need a forklift.
OK.
It's just in front of the Camp Roberts.
All right, you want it to go to Camp Roberts?
Yes.
Billy! Will you take it off and then take it up to Camp Roberts for them? Yeah. Nice one, big boy.
The movers have a fleet of forklifts, and they're going to need the biggest one they've got to shift some flat pack accommodation blocks.
So they'll bring a low loader down, and we'll put onto the low loader, then they'll follow them back in the cats, and then do the offload for him. Spread it out, mate, just a little bit. Nice one, big boy. We just make it happen, do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is, you know? Stip up a British lip and all that, you know?
With the lorry loaded up, they start their slow 6-mile journey over to the Belgian camp. Eki has to deal with requests from 28 different countries.
French, Italian, whatever. Sometimes there's a language barrier. Where do you want it, mate?
We're waiting for two piece, one piece left and one piece right.
OK, mate, yeah, we can do that. Okay. We can do that for you. You can always get by. You can always understand what they're on about at the end of the day. It might take a little bit longer. You can always converse in some way, shape or form. stop there, Mill. You tell me when to stop, mate, yeah? Nice one, big boy.
Yes, good. Very nice. It's a good service.
In typical Belgian fashion, they offer the movers a beer.
We can't drink beer.
Belgian beer.
Can't do beer, mate. We're dry. Dry. We can't drink beer. No, we can't drink beer. We can't drink beer, mate. We're dry. A soft drink. You have a soft drink? Soft drink, please, yeah. I am gutted, I tell you, I am really gutted. Turning down beer here, Millie. Fanta, please. Fanta, if I may. Fanta.
Yeah, Fanta.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mate, thanks a lot.
Thank you for the
No
service.
problem. No problem. See you later, big boy. Take it easy, men. All right. See you later, mate. Thanks a lot.
All the supplies that are flown into the base are stored in warehouses. Everything the troops need in Afghanistan, from uniforms to ration packs. NATO employs 100 Gurkhas to run this part of the operation. Corporal Yogi Limbu is one of the supervisors.
When we pack it, we check it again.
Yeah.
We check it again so that the guys get right quantity, not
Exactly
more,
the right, not less. Yeah, spot on.
He's got to make sure his team's got the right order for a delivery that's going out on the next Hercules.
We have everything here for about 8,000 soldiers. Clothing kit, boots, jacket, trousers, safety jackets, camel pack, inner thermals, everything here basically.
Jay Frost is Yogi's boss.
So is all of this going to Lashkar?
Yeah, most of them are going to Lashkar.
Yeah.
Well, the best way that I've managed to get my head around it is to think of the place a bit like the Amazon warehouse, or perhaps, somewhere like Argos. If a shopper comes into the store, that kit will be sorted and placed into a lane for them.
The Gurkhas are dedicated soldiers in the combat zone, and their work ethic's just the same in the warehouse.
They work together, very, very close-knit teams, and sort of second-guess each other a lot more. I'm not saying that British soldiers can't do that, but Gurkhas more so.
Even though we are working inside a fence, we work for the guys in the outside, so we are giving our best to support them.
When he's not working, Yogi finds time to be goalkeeper for the Gurkhas football team. They've made it into the Inter-Service Cup final, and they're up against the Marine Expeditionary Force.
Whatever it takes, we are going to win this.
But the Gurkhas are fired up.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose. Yeah. Lose the game, yeah. We're going to win.
The Gurkhas have got a reputation for being tough as nails, both off and on the pitch. But this time, they're well and truly beaten. 9-3 to the opposition. But Yogi's philosophical about the defeat.
Yes! To get in the final, you have to win each and every single matches, so it was hard to get there, but we did well, I think, yeah.
Back at the runway, pilot Chap has come to visit the injured Hercules and finds it's all fixed up and ready to go again.
It's the time, really, that's impressed me. I thought this was going to be out for a long while, and yet here we are. So they've replaced all the glass, resealed it, fixed the wing on the inside there where the shrapnel went through the leading edge. There were 2 big cuts in the fuselage. I wouldn't be surprised if this aircraft spends the rest of its life flying with these 2 little panels on. It'll have its own war story.
The Herc crew's next mission is to make a delivery to the front line. But just when they thought it was good to go, they found another problem.
One of the tyres was quite worn. So the last thing we need is a blowout on landing. We'll get it changed here. It'll only take 45 minutes.
This is no mean feat when your tyre weighs over 30 stone and you're jacking up a 50-ton plane. But it's not a job for a pilot.
I'm going to have a cup of tea. And then I'll come out and obviously inspire them, a bit of morale.
Over to the loadies.
Worst case scenario could be 70 tons. It's not quite that heavy today. It looks strenuous work. I'm slightly out of breath, but I'll recover soon. It's just the jack up bit. Obviously the wheel, weighs a couple hundred kilos itself, but it's all about technique.
In true pilot fashion, we just pitch up, cup of tea, bacon roll. Everything all right? Yeah, great work. Bit of motivation.
The RAF's movers arrive with the Herc's load, a spare engine for a stranded Chinook that's broken down at a forward operating base.
This is the engine and some other bits and bobs. Assorted freight. Hard, keep going.
Joe, the Herc loadie, guides it on board.
It's got to be straight. If it's not straight, it'll just jam and you'll never get it on. So we're going to load this one onto the main floor, then a baggage pallet onto the ramp here, and hopefully we'll be gone.
Stop.
Now we're way late, we'll see. Okay, follow me through. That's right, Gear up, please.
A Hercules is a large and valuable target for the Taliban. They try to attack them on a regular basis. So, Loadie Joe is on the lookout for anyone launching a missile. But 5 minutes into the flight, the onboard defence mechanisms are triggered. Flares are launched to divert any heat-seeking missiles, and pilot Chap prepares his crew for a possible hit.
You assume the worst straight away, and you want to get eyes out to make sure that there isn't something coming towards you. So that's why we've got the observers down the back.
Joe confirms it's a false alarm.
Well, that concentrates the mind. But I can only think it wasn't happy, so it's just fired them as a safety. Doesn't have me brimming with confidence, I must admit. Right. Oh, well, it makes me more confident actually, because I know it works.
The Hercules crew are 80 miles north of Kandahar Air Base, dropping off a new engine to a Chinook that's broken down at Tarin Kowt. Pilot Chap has to land the plane on a patch of desert in hostile territory.
I reckon I'm there now. Okay, on glide path on set line. Speed is 20 knots fast.
The strip is rough ground that's been demined, cleared of debris and rolled. It's quarter of the length of a normal runway, so Chap's got to land right at the front in a marked out area the size of a tennis court.
Speed's 7 knots fast.
The big difference with the strip is we have to ensure, because it's shorter, it's narrower, that we land when we need to land. If you bounce, you've got to go around. And believe it or not, a big aircraft like this, you can actually bounce it.
80 feet. 40. 20.
If he overshoots the runway, he could end up in a minefield.
Reverse.
He slams on the brakes and puts the engines into reverse. The Hercules is an easy target for the Taliban when it's on the ground, so the delivery needs to be quick.
looking at the next step ahead, and I'm thinking about where I'm going to park.
Okay, 30 knots, speed's under control.
Where people are on the ground, whether we've got any threats. So you never really switch off, you can't in this environment.
You're clear, right. Okay, stop into there. Roger that. Right, parking brakes on. You're clear out the back.
The loadies hand the Chinook engine over to the engineers to get the stranded helicopter back up and running.
Okay, it's going to be Emirates departure.
And the Hurt crew get more cargo for their next stop, the capital city, Kabul.
Around Afghanistan there are lots of strips, but it is not the norm, the way we operate the aircraft. You can never call a strip an everyday thing.
Rotate. Gear up, please, Knowles.
Once they're out of the hostile zone, they can relax a bit.
Reconfirm squawk in 0373.
Oh, it's beautiful outside.
Good time of day to be flying, isn't it?
Not ideal though in terms of security of the aircraft we fly during the day. At night we are obviously less conspicuous, but it will be dark by the time we get to Kabul. So yeah, we get to see beautiful views like this.
An hour later, they arrive in Kabul. They deliver their cargo and reward themselves after a stressful day.
We finally made it so that we can actually pick up some food. Thai does most amazing curries. Good bit of morale boost really for the guys.
Right in the middle of Kabul's airbase, there's a Thai takeaway.
Green curry, please.
Green curry, chicken or beef, sir?
Chicken, please.
Chicken, yes.
I'll have a cashew nut.
Cashew nut.
With steamed rice, please. Lots of chilies.
Okay.
He did tell me that specifically. I did warn him, but no, he wanted it.
Yes.
After picking up their takeaway, the crew head back to Kandahar.
Thanks for getting the grub, chap. Pleasure.
Chap leaves the flying to his co-pilot and plays trolley dolly, microwaving their in-flight meals.
How is yours? You said you wanted it hot. Oh, did he ask for it extra freshly hot? It's hot. Is it actually consumable though? Yeah, it's actually very tasty. Yeah. Gentlemen, down the back, do you want anything?
To round off a perfect dinner, coffee's all round.
I'm just fucking bored. Milk fucking everywhere. They're the crappiest pourers in the fucking world.
Perhaps he should stick to the day job.
Fuck's sake.
On a busy airbase, there are plenty of everyday hazards that could injure the troops and civilians living here. So there are strict rules that need to be enforced, and one man is in charge of this. The RAF's head of safety, squadron leader Steve O'Neill.
Well, they started calling me Safety Steve, because obviously Chief of Safety. Do you want a brew, Carl?
Oh, I thought you never asked.
Coming up, mate. Coming up. One of my key personnel is Warrant Officer Carl Dowdell, who I call Careful Carl. Now, he's the explosive safety expert. That's one of Carl's wife's.
Actually, they're my sister-in-law's
Oh,
biscuits.
I beg you, I thought it was the wife.
They're rock hard, and they are the new SAS of biscuits for dunking. They cause you dental damage.
Again! Tip me again!